Okay, in the first video, we're going to talk about taking our piece of timber to make our finger joint, which is slightly more complex than the joint we made previously. Just on a quick drawing of what my wood should look like. This is going to be 100 millimeters and 100 millimeters with a 5 millimeter gap in the middle, so I can put my saw in, so I can keep my lines when I'm done. And this line here is the datum line. So to mark this out, I'm going to take my tri-square and put it up against my wood like so. And then I'm just going to mark a line that's just very close to the end, which I'm going to use to mark all my other lines from. We'll call that the datum line. I'll put my ruler up against here, my steel rule against here. Put the end of the rule right up against the line to make sure it's on 0. And then I measure 100. Then I measure a 5mm gap. And I measure another 100, which puts me at 205 millimeters. Okay, once I've done that, take my tri-square. Back in the right place, mark across my wood, making sure the stock is right up against the wood, make sure my pencil mark lines up as well, drawing it across there like that, and on the final one over here. Now before I move on to do the rest of my marking, I'm just going to take my steel rule and just double check the other side to make sure that my lines are still the correct length, and double check it this side as well, because if I don't check it, and I continue to mark out and it's still wrong, then my lines will continue to be wrong all the way around the wood. So I'm going to take my tri-square, just mark around the wood like this to give myself lines in the right place. I'm just going to mark it all the way around like this. Finally, around the back. Right, so what's happened here is my line doesn't quite line up there. So what I've done is I've actually used the wrong side. I put my tri-square here originally, here just now, but actually when I marked the front, I used this side, so this edge here. So I'm going to redraw that line in the right place, and just the difference it makes just makes it slightly more accurate to the lines that I drew originally. And then across here. And what I will do now is I will just cross hatch that waist. And then I will take my steel rule and double check them again. Really got to keep making sure that they're right before you move on. Happy with those. Take my bench hook, put it in my vise. Take my tenon saw, as before, and just saw those pieces off, remembering that we cut on the waist side of the line to make sure that it is nice. We can see the line, so it's, we've got a bit of waist left. So once I'm done, I've still got my lines left all the way around, I'm happy with that and I can mark my joints.